It's fantastic since, I mean, my gosh, dating myself, right? Yeah, back to 2002, got into this. And that's when like MIT, Cambridge, Stanford, early research was done on, Mike Stonebreaker, who arguably, if there was a Pulitzer Prize for technology, he'd have won it, the inventor of a lot of the database constructs. And the idea and the vision is that the world was going to become data in motion, not data at rest. And of course, now that's true. However, to your point, it's been one of the coolest, quietest market growth patterns that I've seen. And it just goes to show you how long the gestation period for technology is. But I'm totally with you. That was one of the other things about Mercedes is like what industry generates as much streaming data all the time as Formula One. And when they start testing the cars, they have hundreds of sensors on board. Those sensors stream information. You can push that into analytics, something like a half a terabyte of data each race weekend they generate. And yeah, there's no better playground for streaming data fans. There's like Roy Schulte at Gartner, founders of Streambase, the founders of Apama, the founders of a bunch of companies and researchers from that day that are still out there. And it's great. It's just gotten better, more pervasive. Kafka has been a revelation, the rise of it, because more and more, they talk about streaming data. They actually don't do streaming analytics as what we would basically define it. But it's all good. The more the merrier, the rising tide lifts all boats. And I think it's becoming more and more commonplace in the industry. And it's really a different way of thinking, which is what I love about it, is it's really thinking about what's happening now, temporal processing of information, looking for patterns and making the connection to human decision making as things are changing, which of course the world is, with social media and everything being connected. There's no better time to be playing in the streaming space. A lot of people kind of misperceive the idea of streaming data because you've nailed it, right? Like a lot of people think it's all about automation, and it is about automation. But what's most powerful is when the human is in the loop, sort of evaluating and guiding and nudging the system based on real time feedback and continuous analytics.